If you haven't noticed, we're experiencing record-breaking cold weather in parts of the country, so bundle up. Plus, there are new privacy concerns over the Google Arts app. And in an ABC exclusive, we have the latest on Apple's plans to invest billions, creating 20,000 jobs. TGIT begins tonight at 8 with the return of Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. From Maine and Gervais, I'm Kimberly Davis. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you're well. Here are your trending headlines for Thursday, January 18th. Cold would be an understatement for most who've braved the record-breaking cold, frigid temps. Let's go to Marcus Moore in Charlotte.
This morning, heavy snow and thick ice to blame for hundreds of accidents across the Midwest to the Southeast. In Ohio, a truck flipping and plunging into an icy pond. Firefighters rushing to pull the driver from the water.
They had to actually slide down the bank into the edge of the water and force open the door.
And in Georgia, watch closely as this car slides across the highway during a live report from our Atlanta affiliate. Police say treacherous conditions are responsible for at least 10 deaths, including a Louisiana fire chief and an infant who was riding in a car when it slid off a bridge.
If we can use this as a lesson, a reminder to stay out of the weather.
From Louisiana to Tennessee to Texas, homes in the dark and in the cold. Officials saying excess draw from heaters proving too much for power grids. The temperatures plunging so low, fountains turned to ice sculptures and streets were completely frozen over. A Texas police officer losing his footing not once, but twice during a traffic stop. And these 4 pickup trucks had to tow a semi up an icy hill. Even retired NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. couldn't escape these winter woes, tweeting that he crashed after helping others who were stranded.
Tyler Ryan is in the Weather Center with a closer look at the weather at home.
Well, Kim, in one word, how about cold? Yeah, that's how we're starting this Thursday off. Here's a look down into West Columbia. A lot of bright sunshine, a lot of blue skies, just not a lot of temperature out there. In fact, it is cold. I think that's the way to say it. 25 in Camden, 20 over in Saluda, 24 in Columbia, 23 in Aiken. I think you're starting to see the trend here. Just a big difference from even yesterday. A little light wind coming out of the west. Now, the difference from yesterday to today is astounding. When you think about yesterday, we were looking at some winter weather. We're looking at rain and some snow coming in. This morning, lots of bright sunshine, but yet we're still double-digit colder than just 24 hours ago. Minus 14 in Lexington, 18 in Columbia, 12 in Saluda, 14 down in Utahville and Manning, down by Orangeburg. We're talking 19-degree change to the colder than yesterday, and there's no storm in sight. So, yeah, a little chilly. High pressure actually is on top of us right here, so we're looking pretty good, guys, as we go through the next couple of days. Again, bright sunshine, just not the heat. Now, that is going to come back to us, but right now we're just sitting basically on this high pressure system, keeping anything really at bay, and that's a good thing for us. A cold start today, 26 degrees, at noontime 40 and 46 by the end of our Thursday. But the good news is, if we look at that 7-day forecast and keep that in mind, we're talking about temperatures that return very quickly to the upper 60s, and we're talking by the weekend, it should be all right. Kim?
Now to our ABC News exclusive with Apple CEO Tim Cook. He sat down with ABC's chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, to talk about Apple's new plan to bring home billions to the U.S., creating 20,000 jobs.
This morning, Apple's $350 billion investment in the U.S., the company pledging to create 20,000 jobs over the next 5 years and dramatically increase spending on American manufacturing and education.
This is where your iMessages come. This is the FaceTime video calls. This is your photos. This is iCloud. It's here.
CEO Tim Cook exclusively taking us inside Apple's massive data center in Reno, Nevada.
We're walking on the cloud right now.
Running entirely on renewable energy.
Our view is Apple could have only been started in America. And so we've always felt a deep sense of responsibility to give back.
The new tax plan, meaning the tech giant can now bring back $250 billion in overseas profits at a significantly reduced rate, and will write a check for $38 billion to the U.S. government.
Without these policy changes, would you be able to announce today the creation of 20,000 new jobs?
No, there are clearly, let me be clear, there are large parts of this that are a result of the tax reform, and there's large parts of this that we would have done in any situation.
You have been vocal in the past about the things where you don't see eye to eye with the president. I wonder, with the new tax policy, Tim, is it fair in your mind? Do American companies get more than the American middle class out of this tax plan?
We are not taking a position on the individual side. I think that's for others to look at. But on the corporate side, I believe it will create jobs that will help middle class.
The White House applauding Apple's move, President Trump tweeting, "Huge win for American workers and the USA."
Welcome back. We're taking a closer look at Google's massively popular app, matching you with a look-alike piece of art. It shot to #1 in the App Store. More than 30 million matches have been made so far, including from Alyssa Milano, Selma Blair, and Sarah Silverman. But now some are raising privacy concerns. ABC's Diane Masadou is here with more.
It's the app that's redefining the term self-portrait. Google's Arts and Culture lets users see themselves as famous works of art, and it's as simple as snapping a selfie. First, it uses a facial recognition process that turns your picture into a unique string of data called a faceprint. Google then compares that faceprint to its database of thousands of works of art from more than 1,500 museums around the world, and then it shows your picture-perfect match. But this morning, there are new concerns about what Google could be doing with all that data. Actress Alyssa Milano tweeted, "Anyone suspicious of just surrendering your facial recognition to Google? Or are we confident they already have that at this point?"
Even if the photo is deleted and the picture gone, that data, the mathematical faceprint of you, might survive well into the future.
The feature is currently only available in the U.S., but not in Texas or Illinois, two states that have strict laws about facial recognition technology. Google tells ABC News, "We discard the photos after matches are made. They are not retained for any purpose."
Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You shared the day with actor-director Kevin Costner. He's 63. Rapper DJ Quick is 48. And actress Ashley Murray is 30. I'm Kimberly Davis. Be kind to each other. I hope that you have a great Thursday, and thanks for watching.
Yes, I'd like to report a fire